Hey guys, so Dennis back with another video. This is going to be a multi-part series. For this one, we are building a shed. So we moved into this house a year ago. Our last house, we had two sheds. We had one for the kids' toys and then one for like all the lawn and garden equipment. We moved to this house, we have nothing. So everything's been stuffed in the garage for last year. I'm finally getting around to building a shed. So we're going to be building a gable style 10 by 16. So I already started. I totally forgot to start recording, putting the footings in here. But anything under 200 square feet, you don't need to pour concrete piers in this town. So I decided to go with these bricks here. They're about 4 by 8 by 16 long. And I'm just putting down pea gravel, compacting the soil, compacting the gravel, and then stacking the bricks on here to get everything level. All right, so the shed's gonna have 5 4x4s. These are 10 foot long, and these are gonna run from left to right, basically the width of the shed. And there's gonna be 5 sections here. So I got the first section leveled. So I'm basically going from the highest to the lowest part here, which is kind of recommended when you're grading something. And it went pretty well. It took about an hour to get the first course done. And then I went from the right side over to this side here, but that ended up not taking very long. I just put a 16-foot 2x6 on this span, and it was almost perfectly level. I actually chose to, instead of putting the brick on dirt, I actually dug down a little bit and put pea gravel in, compacted it, and I ended up having to put 2 bricks on here to get it back level. But at least it has a nice base now. So I'm just going through and I'm finishing this row on what's going to be the left side of the shed here. And once that's done, we basically just run these last 4 courses. But this is the start of it, and I'm going to put you on time lapse here so you can kind of see what's going on. All right, guys, so this is how far we've gotten so far. I started on this last night. It is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon the next day. I've probably spent a good, I would say, 6 hours today on this. It's definitely some back-breaking labor. Definitely still cheaper than having someone else do it, though. So it's worth it. You know, you just got to be tedious and make sure you're level from front to back and left to right. You can shim if you need to make up, you know, like an eighth or even a 1/4 inch. You can use shingles underneath these because the shingles won't really rot. I wouldn't recommend using like a wood shim under here because they will crack over time or degrade. But we're really level. I mean, we're within like a 1/16 of an inch front to back, left to right. I spent quite a bit of time on this, getting this right. So you can see how much of a slope this yard has. I was actually considering bringing stone in here to place this on, like you do with most sheds. Most sheds just have these 4x4 runners under them, and you just place them on like a stone bed. And even if I built up like a little retaining wall out of pressure-treated 4x4s or 6x6s on this side, that would have been a lot of stone. I mean, there's no way I could have handled that with my truck alone. I would have had to have gotten a delivery. I would have had to move all the stone. You know, it probably would have been quite a few tons of stone to fill this in and get level. So this was a bit easier, I think. So that's it for today. We'll continue on tomorrow here, and we'll build our framework with the 2x6s on top of these and get everything fastened, put our blocking in, and then we're ready for the floor.